Hello and welcome back. Well, the theme from today it's gonna be a little bit different, and this is because for some days now I was actually thinking about this really hard. So, is it worth or not being as a starter here on YouTube, let's say, to hire somebody from Fiverr, and how it was my experience in doing this? I decided a while ago to share my experience with infertility on YouTube, thinking that maybe the things that I lived and the things that I learned while having my own personal fight with infertility will actually be able to help other people as well. So, after reading a little bit about how it is like to actually open a YouTube channel and what you should do regarding all this, because some YouTubers were actually advising people that it would be a good idea to hire somebody from Fiverr to make a nice banner, to edit your videos when you don't know how to do that, and to edit your thumbnail and all this. I said, okay, why not? Just let's give it a try. So I did just that. I went to Fiverr and first I found somebody. I'm not gonna actually give the username and everything. Let's say from a so-called poor country. That user stated that he will make 3 thumbnails for a video and also in another listing a banner. After talking to him, I decided to give it a try. I said, okay, not a problem. And then it started the search for somebody to actually help me with editing my videos. The guy recommended me a friend of his that also was working on Fiverr, and I started talking to him. First, we had a very pleasant conversation. I explained to him my intentions. I explained what I want to do. What is the goal for me? That I don't necessarily need too much editing, and I don't necessarily need a lot of music or a lot of effects or stuff like this. So basically I wanted to keep it on a simple level. I don't like things way too edited, and I would prefer that people have the normal and view as it is, the real life experience, let's call it. Okay, all being said, I just recorded the first video. Indeed, it was a small issue on my side that right now, for example, I'm recording this using my phone, and the first time I actually give it a try with a Logitech webcam. It's this one. It's actually this one right here. Yeah, so it's a special conference Logitech, which normally it's supposed to be a really good camera for recording, videos or for Skype or things like that. So another mistake that I made was that I was so enthusiastic to actually record the first video and say all the things that I wanted to say that I literally did not even check to see if everything is fine. After recording 35 minutes, 32 minutes actually, to be more specific, I contacted him again and I said, okay, listen, I have the video ready and I'm gonna send it to you. We decided the price, everything was fine. And he said, yeah, okay, not a problem. On Fiverr, it was specified that no matter the length of the video, the time for him to actually deliver the edited video to me, it's gonna be 2 days. And he agreed to this timing. Okay, not a problem so far. Everything seems to be in order. And at one point, After sending him the video, I actually tried to listen to the video a little bit, and I realized it was a noise on the video. I have absolutely no idea what caused the noise, because all the time that I recorded it was complete silence. So I don't know where that noise came from. So I can suspect that maybe I did not know how to set up the camera. This can be an explanation. Okay. When I realized this, I actually told him, listen, I think there is a small noise on the video. Can you take that out when you are gonna edit it? Oh, yes, not a problem. Okay. 2 or 3 days later, he contacts me and he says, look, I cannot make nothing with this. You'll have to record the video again. I was actually so thrilled with all the things that I've said in the first video that I was not quite happy that I had to record another video. So I tried to convince him that even if the sound is not going to be necessarily completely perfect, I would prefer to stick to that one. But yet, in the end, after half hour of talking, he convinced me to change it. I said, okay, I'm gonna record another video, but I can always do that in 2 days when I am getting at home back, because at that point in time I was in Tenerife. I was not on the island where I actually live, which is called La Gomera. And he said, okay, not a problem. I will extend the time for the delivery. So, not a problem. Okay. I give him the the video on Friday, like I said. And normally I was expecting that I will have this video in 2 days. Let's say 3 days, not necessarily 2 like it was specified. From that moment on, complete silence, complete silence. And I said, okay, what is happening? I contacted him like 6 days after. They said, hey, you have a video of mine. It does not require so much editing, and it does not require, I don't know what special effects. And from here on, he said, yeah, I'm going to have it ready in 1 week. And I said, okay, this does not work for me, because in my world, things don't function like that. I believe that when you have a client, you have to tell that client the timing. And when you know you are not going to deliver in 2 days like you promised to do, the nicest thing that you can do and the honorable thing to do in these conditions would be to just contact that person and let them know. They said, no, I actually expect you to send me the video today. From that moment on, it started the conversation that it was a little bit illogic when you ask me, because he started to explain to me that I'm ruining his life, and that I don't want to understand that he's a student and that he's doing this on his spare time, and that right now he don't have time for me because he has exams. And I said, okay, but you did not knew you are going to have exams when you promised me you are going to do it in 2 days? I mean, I cannot believe the exams just showed up overnight. After this, he started to tell me that his computer broke, and he don't have no other computer available, and that it was just, I said, come on, things don't work like that. So I told him, listen, normally when I say I'm going to do something, if I cannot meet a deadline, I tell the people involved in that. So I would have expected the same respect for me and for my order and for my money. Of course, this was not the case. And I said again, please either send me the video today, either I'm gonna cancel and report you for misleading, because I don't think this is an appropriate behavior when it comes to the client. And literally, I believe that on Fiverr can be really good people making their jobs, making what they promise, delivering what they are promising. And I don't like to be cheated because I felt cheated. Literally, I was so excited over this that I felt cheated in that moment, especially because he did not even bother to let me know. Yeah. So I could have accepted it when after 2 days he would have said, listen, I am really sorry, I cannot meet the deadline, it's gonna take me a few more days, I don't know, he could have said whatever. But he just went quiet, not a single word. And when I contacted him, he just told me very calm that, 1 more week, what's 1 more week? And in that moment, I really got pissed. I got to say this. I got pissed and I said, okay, things don't function like that. So, and he sent me messages that I am a very mean person, that it's going to ruin his life, and a lot of blah, 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 blah. Okay, I really don't consider myself being mean in this. I would really appreciate it if you could leave me some messages over this and what you would have done to do in my shoes, like just canceling the order like I did and looking for somebody else to deliver, or just waiting 1 more week, I mean, like that. It could have been 1 week or two, or I don't know. I did not have the time nor the energy to actually wait and find out. So I canceled everything. I talked to the Fiverr support. They were extremely nice and helpful. And after explaining everything, they refunded me the money. After they refunded me the money, I looked for somebody else, of course, to do that. And I found somebody else again from a country that gave to the world a lot of people working in IT all over the world, but known as a fairly poor country, let's say, overall. Yeah. Again, I'm not gonna give names in this because I don't think it's correct morally nor ethical on my side to do that. So this guy at least delivered, but to be honest, I mean, I don't want to offend nobody, but you can watch my first video, and I don't necessarily feel that the money were justified. This is just my point of view. I did not told him nothing. He delivered in time. He did what he promised to do. But on my side, I was not completely satisfied. So for me, Fiverr, it's more like my experience on Fiverr, on using Fiverr, is just a lot of people are misleading. A lot of people are just saying their stuff that they don't actually deliver because they just write some prices that in the end are not the actual price. For example, I chose the premium plan that had to contain subtitles as well, and I ended up without no subtitles because he said it's too much time consuming, and for this money he's not gonna do it, and he would have to charge me more money. This taking in consideration that all the details of the listing and the price for what he wanted to for what he was saying he's gonna do was already written and chose by him, not by me. Yeah, so I chose a plan according to what he said he's gonna do for that money. Things are not like that apparently, and this was not my first experience with Fiverr. I actually had another experience like 1 year ago, when I remember right, and again, people are saying they do something, they put their a price for their services, but in the end you end up getting like 40% like maximum from what they are saying they are gonna do, and they are expecting you to pay much more, or they are actually telling you that they are going to charge more when it's like in my brain something was not right, because I was thinking, okay, you put here your service, You chose what you are gonna do and for what money. Why should I pay more when you already decided that for this money you will do this? I mean, how things function, you know? And yeah, so overall, I was not happy and not satisfied. And to be honest, I think that I will actually be more happy with just putting the videos as I recorded them with my phone. And I don't pretend to be a YouTuber, or I don't pretend to be somebody that knows way too much about all this, or I never recorded videos or stuff like this. So for me, it's a new stuff. But I think in the end, it cannot be so difficult to just use Canva or anything else, any type of app, to just write something nice on a picture and use it as a thumbnail. So this is actually what I'm going to do. And tomorrow I will continue with what I started in the first video, and I'm gonna tell you the first part of our experience with the in vitro and the tragedy that followed, and well, then it will come the third part with the second in vitro that just took place last month, and with what happened after, and the plans for the future and all this. And also in between, I will make a small video from our restaurant that I am extremely proud of, and I will just present you all our heart baby, let's call it. Until then, until next time, I am really curious if you would choose to go on Fiverr, if you need small services being done, and if yes, why, and if no, again, why. So feel free to leave me any type of comments, and yeah, would be really nice to hear other opinions as well. That was just my story, and just my 2 cents. And also feel free to subscribe and click on the bell, and this way you will get notified when I am gonna have another video ready. So until then, be nice, and see you next time.